Hey guys, Nintendo fanboy here. So, I did watch the Super Mario Brothers movie, like I said I would. It's been a few days now, and I really do want to watch it again. I just honestly do not have the time to go do that. Um, by some miracle, I was able to make the time to go and actually watch it in theaters. So, that is a miracle on its own. So, hopefully, I can watch it at least once more. I did pre-order it on Amazon. So again, like I said in my previous video, you can pre-order the movie on Amazon. I would pre-order it in whatever format you want it as soon as possible because you never know, it could sell out. It could sell out. There's lots to talk about when it comes to the success of this movie. But before we get there, let me tell you what did I think of it. Personally, I thought it was a great movie. It was a great overall family movie. It was made for the kids. I think it was made especially with they paid a lot of attention to the younger audience so that they get hooked to the movie. They watch it. They enjoy it. Something that they can enjoy overall. I think a lot of attention was laid out right there. But also, just as equally, I think the attention was just spread out equally. I mean, you can't target all audiences, young, old, or whatever. When you're making a family movie, I mean, take a movie like Frozen or something like that, right? Sure, anyone can enjoy the movie, but you know that movie is really just for kids in the long run, and a lot of adults might get bored of it, or just they take their kids to the movies and they'll watch it, they'll enjoy it, right? This movie, maybe I have nostalgic glasses, but I can tell you from what I'm seeing, even people that don't know much about the Super Mario Brothers, the universe, the games, whatever, they enjoyed the movie and they can see little references. They get some of the references from the gaming, like such as the sounds, the music, whatever. So I think overall it's just it broadcasts more to a wider audience. I enjoyed it. It was great. I saw a bunch of Easter eggs. I wanted to just shout out the Easter eggs, be like, "Oh, you guys get this?" It was exciting. It was very exciting. It's been a long time since I've felt that excitement when I'm watching a movie, like you're watching something you've never seen before, but you fit right in. And it's like, oh, I get this. I understand why. I understand this, but the person next to me probably doesn't, and I want to explain it. It's hard to explain, especially me, to explain it. But I enjoyed the movie overall. It was a great experience. My daughter was hooked. Like, her eyes were glued to the screen. I would look over once in a while, and she was just staring at the screen. Yeah, she seemed very interested in it. She liked the movie. I asked her if she liked the movie. She loved it. Definitely glad I bought this. I bought the 4K Blu-ray off of Amazon, and like I said, you can pre-order the movie 4K Blu-ray. You can buy the original Blu-ray or a DVD, or you could buy it from Prime Video as a download. So prices go, as far as I know, Prime Video $29.99 for the 4K download, $19.99 for the DVD, $24.99 for the Blu-ray, and it's $29.99 for the 4K Blu-ray. So, all right. Now let's talk about how the movie's doing uh, overall. Like, how much money is it netting, the gross, the income, all that stuff that matters, because the reason why this matters is this will determine a sequel. As you guys can see on screen, the film received mixed reviews from the critics, and we've talked about that too. I talked about that a lot. And has grossed 420 million worldwide. And this article is from Wikipedia. I'm assuming it's as current as possible as the time of this recording, making it the fourth highest grossing film of 2023, and sets several box office records, including the biggest worldwide opening weekend for an animated film and domestic debut for a film based on a video game. Um, I don't know if they have any further information on here. And let's go to reception. Okay, we're looking at some. Yeah, it's well received. Let's go to another article I have over here. Super Mario Brothers movie box office, all the records leveled. This comes from the Hollywood Reporter. And let's see what they say. In a major win for the box office, it continues to level out. The following the pandemic, the Super Mario Brothers movie shattered numerous records in its opening across North America and 70 international markets over the long Easter holiday weekend. The movie blasted past even the most bullish expectations to earn $204.6 million in its 5-day domestic debut, April 5th to the 9th, including 146.4 million for the 3-day weekend. Overseas, it pulled 171 million for an outstanding worldwide start of 375.6 million, the best showing of the year to date on all fronts. Yeah, the thing about this, like I said, guys, if this movie would have flopped, it would have not have been good news for any adaptations for like future video game movies from Nintendo. So Zelda, Metroid, I've seen it all. The fans want to see more. I want to see more. The biggest opening of all time for an animated film, Super Mario passed up the global debut of Walt Disney's animated Frozen 2, which skated 358 million in November 2019, not long before COVID-19 crisis has struck. The studio, which is the Illumination Studios, my chair just fell down on me. Okay, so Illumination Studios owns DreamWorks. Okay, I'm reading this wrong, guys. Hold on. The studio owns both Illuminations and DreamWorks Studios. DreamWorks Animations, The Minions, The Rise of the Guru, tops the list at 942.5 million. Now, keep in mind that's overall. That's what it's made, but that's a lot. That's almost $1 billion. Followed by the sleeper hit Puss in Boots, The Last Wish at 480.4 million. I didn't know that movie made that much. And Sing 2 was at 412.8 million. At this rate, Mario could be the first $1 billion grosser of 2023. I think it's going to be the first one overall, because from the numbers that I've seen, it is projected. Keep in mind, this is just an estimate. It is projected to get $3.5 billion overall. $3.5 billion overall once the movie has made what it can make. That's what it's projected at. Keep in mind, Minions Rise of the Guru made 942.5 overall. That's, it's done and over. That's all the money that it could make. It's a lot. I'm not saying that's a bad number. That is a huge number. That is a huge record to beat. But for Super Mario Brothers to be projected at 3.5 billion, that is crazy. Especially that you can consider this a new franchise. Yes, Mario Brothers is well known throughout the world, but movie-wise, this is a new franchise, and for a new franchise to do something like this, that is crazy. So I just want to give you guys an idea of that. That's crazy to see that. It's the biggest opening of all time for a video game adaptation. Until now, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 topped the list of the best openers among video game adaptations, and I still haven't seen that movie. I need to watch it. I still got to watch the first one. Luckily, if if you haven't seen that movie either, Sonic 1 or 2, and you have Amazon Prime Video comes with your subscription, and you can watch those two movies. They're on there, so take advantage of that. I lost my spot because my screen kept scrolling. Okay, so until now, the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 topped the list of best openers among video game adaptations with a 3-day domestic debut of $72.1 million. That was considered a huge sum, considering the box office recovery was still in its early days. Super Mario also scored the biggest global openings of any video game adaptation after besting Warcraft, $210 million, in like-for-like markets. Sonic 2 had a staggering international rollout, making comparing it impossible. Yeah, so you can't really compare it. But those are the numbers. Those are just crazy, crazy, crazy. I just scrolled through past something. Here we go. Top animated opening of all time for IMAX. Let's see, the fourth biggest global day and date opening in Universal history. So Furious 7 was at 398 million, Jurassic World 526, and Fast 8 got 543 million, and are the only films to have done more. And keep in mind, those aren't even video game related, but those are good numbers. And who knows? Who knows what let's say a Legend of Zelda movie was to come out. I mean, the possibilities are endless. When Nintendo has a lot of a lot of IPs. They have a lot of IPs. And I'm pretty much rambling from here because I think I've said pretty much everything I wanted to say. The numbers look good. The revenue, the everything looks good. So could we expect a sequel? I think that is definitely looking like we're going to be seeing a sequel pretty soon. Oh, the last thing I want to talk about, actually, good thing I ran into the screen, is the Super Mario Brothers theme is the first video game tune to enter the Library of Congress. The ultra-recognizable Super Mario theme music, originally introduced in 1985 on the Famicom and NES, is one of the 25 recordings being inducted into the Library of Congress. So that's a historical thing for Nintendo. We're living in a Nintendo renaissance right now, which includes the release of the most successful animated movie launch ever, brand new theme parks. I did want to talk about that too. Yes, Nintendo is killing it. Disney is really not liking Nintendo right now because the movies are killing it. The theme parks are killing it. What I mean by killing it, I mean like they're doing good. I'm not saying they're literally destroying Disney, but that's got to be a nightmare for Disney to have this competition to just show up out of nowhere. Nintendo has had that potential to compete with Disney for the longest time, and here we are. We're living that right now. This is just the beginning. And now the Super Mario Brothers theme is one of the most recognizable tunes ever. It is being eternally honored with an entry into the U.S. Library of Congress. That is just history right there. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure everyone knows this theme, right? That's crazy. But probably the biggest honor for Mario is entering the registry alongside Carl Sagan's famous recording of the concept behind his book Pale Blue Dot, in which Sagan describes an image of Earth taken about 3.7 billion miles away from the Voyager 1 probe in 1990. Personally, I'm thinking that the pale blue dot is actually Luma from the Super Mario Brothers Galaxy game. That's awesome. So, alright guys, Nintendo Fanboy out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you watched the movie, if you're planning on watching it. Are you going to buy it? any crazy Nintendo news that I just missed out on, because this is crazy stuff coming out. All right. Peace out.